You're here with Chris and Sean. We're talking to the medias. We're going to do a gaming edition for this. We've got some news, up and coming games. We've got some. We're going to talk about some up and coming things that are both involving the Xbox and the computers. DirectX 12. We're going to be getting that soon. Soon, the backwards compatibility for the Xbox One will be launching. I believe it's in November. And we've got a couple upcoming titles that we need to keep our eyes on, because I guarantee you they're going to be awesome. So in the news, just in case you guys haven't been following this, for those of you who are not into PCs or an Xbox, if you're a PlayStation gamer, whatever, and I'll have to check out to see if this pertains to you too, because theoretically, I guess the hardware should support it, but I don't know about the operating system restrictions on it. But so basically what we have here is, for a little background, so us Xbox gamers, there's software that runs in the background which is called DirectX, and this is what the name of our console came from, and they shortened it up. It's the DirectX box, so they just cut it, and it's the Xbox. And right now, both computers and consoles, at least the Xbox console, are running on a version of DirectX 11. It's like 11 point something. Soon, and with the launch of Windows 10, and I don't know if it's going to be implemented directly after the launch of Windows 10, because I know that they've been handing out previews of Windows 10 right now. I think you can already download it. But we will start to see the implementation of DirectX 12. And for the short, sweet version of this is we are going to see less power usage and a huge performance increase. For those of you, we will get a higher frame rate using less power from our system. This is huge. And another thing that I find to be cool is, so let's say that you have a desktop and you've got a multi-video card system. You have more than one video card, okay? The way it's set up right now is, if I have, let's say, 2 3 gigabyte cards, okay? My system will show the 2 3 gigabyte cards, but they will not combine their memory together to show that I have 6. It just shows 3. Well, with DirectX 12, it's going to link and pool together the video memory so that the system will act like you have one big ass card with 6 gigabytes of video memory. And on top of that, we're going to be able to use multi-vendor cards, meaning that now the way it's set up, I either have an NVIDIA system with 2 NVIDIA cards, or I have ATI with 2 ATI cards. Well, with DirectX 12, I don't have to have the same cards. I can just put 2 different cards from 2 different makers, completely different chipsets, and they will work together. This is incredible. This is huge news. And also, another thing with DirectX 12 is us Xbox gamers, we're going to, because up till and still now, we've been having some difficulties getting our games up to 1080p when we're looking at our PS4 brethren. But, you know, unless you have a giant TV, and this is debatable to several different people, the difference between 720 and 1080p. But the difference is noticeable in numbers, and both, if you have a very large TV, then the jaggies are going to be quite prevalent. But with the launch of DirectX 12, this should give developers a little bit more. The speculation is, on the PC side, we're going to see anywhere between 20 to 60% increase in frame rate, which is massive, even if it's on the low end, 20%. I'm not talking about, we're not changing our hardware out. We're using the same hardware. We're just updating the software, and we're going to see anywhere between a 20 to 60% increase in frame rate. That's huge. That's game-changing huge. But for Xbox gamers, we may be able to start hitting that 1080p 60 frame rate on the Xbox. And I'm getting real sick of hearing about all these PS4 fanboys talking about none of our Xbox games hit 1080p. Well, I think this is going to be, even if I shoot the numbers really low, and because I've read a lot of articles about this, at the lowest figures, we're going to see a 10% increase in frame rate across the board. So I'm really excited, Chris. I don't know if you've been reading about this stuff, but I'm real excited about this.
I don't know much about this. This is the first you're breaking it to me. I know this has been out for a while, and a lot of people are excited about it. I think it's exciting that we are now able to get the games caught up to the level of enjoyment that I know that you've been waiting for the Xbox One, the Xbox 360, and everything, to finally, these generations, to finally catch up to what PC gaming has been doing for a while. I mean, if you're a gamer out there, if you're gamers like Sean, even if you're just an average gamer like I am, you know, you this is exciting news. You're gonna definitely get a huge, like Sean said. He says there's gonna be a huge difference. Like, look, I'm not a scientist. I don't know the science about this stuff. Sean's gonna lead the way. He's gonna lead the way to helping me understand these things. So I put my trust in. If you're excited about it, I'm ready to play.
This is big news. This is really big news. I'm talking biggest news in graphics technology that we've seen in a long time. Off the top of my head, I'm really excited about this. I don't know what the real world results are going to be, but I've seen some graphs where it showed and like, you know, like if there's a graph and the graph is this long and the number is putting out about this much right now with DirectX 11 as far as performance, we're talking that number stretches out almost to the other side of the page difference. I mean, it's a drastic difference. Without going into numbers, that's insanity. That's going to be just insane. I can't wait for this to come out. And we also, I'm not sure if I touched base about this, but we're also, as Xboxers, we are getting backwards compatibility launch in November, which means for guys like me and Chris, we get to play. I think if they didn't, I'm going to be upset. But we get to play Black Ops 2 on one. That's right. That's right. I can't wait for this.
There's already a list of games that are set to come out. I mean, right now there's like they're beta testing a bunch of these games in there, and it's the games that no one's really playing all that much of. But the real list, that's what I'm waiting for, because obviously the ones that the fans have been talking about is the majority of the most popular Call of Duty games. Titles. And exactly, but the majority of the popular Call of Duty games are on there. Black Ops 1, I think, was number 2, if I'm not mistaken. I mean, Black Ops 2 was number 2 on the list, and Black Ops. There's a lot of Call of Duty games on that list.
I would be a betting man to say that anything that sold over 1 million copies of something is probably going to be put on that list.
Yeah. It would be a missed opportunity. As of right now, they have their beta testing list out there, like Assassin's Creed 2, Far Cry 2. You got Alan Wake. You got Risen. You got Dead Space. Titles like that. But the title that people are really expecting to get out there is most of the Black Ops franchises and whatnot. That's what I'm excited about.
That's what I'm excited about. I keep my 360 just to play Black Ops 2.
I was this close to buying myself another 360 so I could play Black Ops again, with the clan.
But now you don't have to.
Exactly. And I'm sure the guy that I was about to buy it from is pissed because I was a day away from getting it. And then the very next day, E3 drops, oh, we're going backwards compatible. And that guy's like, I didn't call him back, and I know he knows why. He's like, damn you, Microsoft. I would have got away with it too if it wasn't for the meddling kids, you know. But yeah, I'm excited about the backwards compatibility, and I can't wait till till all bridges are brought together, and we're all in one. We're all sitting inside of Skynet, and
yeah. So real quick, I've got a couple titles I'm going to run through real quick. I'm not going to discuss them. I just want to throw these titles at you guys. So just in case you hadn't heard about these, and most of these are major titles so most of you who are going to play these things probably have heard of them. But just in case Chris has not heard of some of these. So right off the top, probably the game I'm most excited about that's going to be coming out is Deus Ex: Mankind Divided. For those of you who played the Deus Ex series, the last one that came out was Deus Ex: Human Revolution. Probably, in my mind, the game, it's like the equivalent of The Crow. Not in the way the game is about or anything like that, but it's just aura of badassness. Like the soundtrack is awesome. The action is awesome. Just the atmosphere in general is cool as shit. So Deus Ex: Mankind Divided, sequel to Human Revolution. Check it out. We got the sequel to Crackdown. We got Crackdown 3. And I played all the Crackdowns. These were launched from the 360. I believe Crackdown came out very soon after the 360 launched. I remember because it was one of the first discs I broke. Crackdown 2, great. Action 2. But the thing about Crackdown 3, and for Chris, if you're not familiar with Crackdown, Crackdown is like a big open sandbox, third-person type game where you can jump around the city and you get these orbs which allow you to upgrade to where you can jump higher, run faster, hit harder, basically where you can be like a Superman by the end of it. Well, in Crackdown 3, we have a first. We have 100% destructible environments. Everything can be destroyed. That is going to be badass. And from what I heard, there's so much computation power required to do this that they're actually going to be requiring cloud servers to be used
to be able to hold all of this information
to calculate the destruction. I don't know if that's true. What? Yeah, so they're actually going to have to reach out to the cloud to help run this. Another one that I'm really excited about, for those of you who played Max Payne, we have the next big game from Remedy, and it's called Quantum Break. This looks sick. Basically, I think you can freeze time completely and then manipulate things and then unsnap it, and time will click back into place. I think you can zoom forwards and backwards in time. It looks really trippy, and I don't give it justice trying to explain this. Check it out, Quantum Break.
So you get the Zach Morris powers. Time out.
That's right. Stop. It's going to be good. So those are the. Oh, also, and this is probably my second most excited to be. So my first is Deus Ex: Mankind Divided. So this is my second most. Just Cause 3. And I just found out something about this game. When you buy Just Cause 3 now, you will get a free copy of Just Cause 2. So that's the rundown of a few titles to keep your eyes out and ears out for. Check out YouTube videos of gameplay. That's all I got to say about that, Chris.
If you like these stories and you want more of them, subscribe. Let us know what you think and comment below, and we will keep bringing it to you. Share with your friends, and talking through the games can only get better as we expand and upgrade. So thanks for watching, and till next time, peace out.
Later.